What happens when a human being stands on the edge of life and death? One evening a few years ago, inside the emergency room of Peking University Third Hospital, a patient was rushed in, gravely injured, bleeding everywhere. By the time he was transferred to the ICU, every wound on his body was bleeding from the inside out. At any moment, he could have gone into shock. The attending doctor immediately switched into rescue mode. He saw that the patient's clotting factors were being consumed at an alarming rate, and that multiple organs were failing. If bleeding came from a blood vessel, surgery might help. But this kind of diffuse internal bleeding could only be managed with blood transfusions, clotting factors, and drugs to raise blood pressure, hoping to somehow hold the line, yet the patient kept deteriorating. Blood ran out bag after bag. His heart raced faster and faster, his blood pressure dropped lower and lower, until his body spun out of control. The doctor on duty was almost in despair. Despite everything, nothing seemed to work. He watched the mercury on the monitor fall, bracing himself for the worst. But just as the blood pressure reached 60, something incredible happened. It suddenly stopped dropping. Then came a moment that shocked everyone in the room. The unstoppable bleeding simply stopped. Could the body itself somehow restrain its own bleeding? Against all odds, this patient survived. The attending physician was Dr. Bo Shining, director of the ICU at Peking University Third Hospital. Later, Dr. Bo realized that what looked like a miracle was in fact the body's own built-in survival mechanism. Medically speaking, in the face of massive blood loss, the body forces blood pressure down to slow the bleeding, diverting the limited supply of blood to the brain and the heart, stretching time itself so the doctors might save a life. Afterwards, Dr. Bo shared this story in a video that moved countless people to tears. He said,
"In that emergency, doctors played a critical role. But the one who truly brought this patient back from the brink was his own body. In the most desperate moment, every single cell fought for him, right up to the last second. Even if you've given up on yourself, your body does not give up on you."
We're always told to fight hard in difficult times. But what most of us don't realize is that our very own cells are fighting even harder than we ever could. Would you ever have imagined your body to be this intelligent? Imagine a conversation inside the body, moments before death.
Brain, report your status. Heart, 99% failure. Liver, 99% failure. Lungs, 99% failure. Stomach, 99% failure. Spleen, 99% failure. Kidneys, 99% failure. Brain, external help is no longer possible. How much adrenaline is left? Adrenal glands, only 5% remains. We can't make more. Brain, all remaining adrenaline, divert to the nervous system and vocal cords. Prepare to send one final message to the outside world. All other systems, stand by for shutdown. Thank you for your service all these years. We will not meet again.
This is the body's last command, to spend its final 5% of adrenaline so a dying person may say farewell to loved ones, and so the brain may say goodbye to every organ one last time. Isn't that heartbreaking? Doesn't it move you to tears, to realize every organ works like a living companion, fighting with all its strength to keep you alive? We actually know so little about our own bodies. We don't know how to cherish them, or what this home of flesh and blood truly means to us. Every day, about 300 billion cells die, while 300 billion new ones are born. Tens of thousands of cells may turn cancerous, but our defense system wipes them out. Throughout a lifetime, the heart pumps 182 million liters of blood and beats 2.5 billion times. Even when death is near, if the heart stops, the AV node takes over. If the AV node fails, the ventricles keep trying. Weak as the beat may be, it still struggles to deliver blood to the brain and heart, waiting for reinforcements to arrive. Cut away 2/3 of the liver, and it still grows back. Stretch the lungs flat, and they could cover a tennis court. Line up all your blood vessels, and they'd circle the earth 2.5 times. Your eyes will blink 415 million times, your nose can remember 50,000 scents, and yet when life hits us hard, we often complain that no one loves us. But the one who has always loved you most, without blame, without conditions, is your very own body. Whether you are happy or broken, rich or poor, it shelters you silently, relentlessly. Even if you ever thought of ending it all, your body will resist, activating instincts so powerful you cannot overcome them. Why? Because your body loves you more than you love yourself. So why is it so strong, so unyielding, even against your own will? From another perspective, look to the universe. The Milky Way has at least 100 billion stars. The observable universe contains at least 2 trillion galaxies. Within a single human body, an adult man carries about 36 trillion cells, an adult woman about 28 trillion. If you magnified a single cell to the size of a planet, then for each of them, your body itself is like a universe. Ancient thinkers once said, the human body is a microcosm of the cosmos. Science today suggests they may have been right, and you, the soul living inside, are the master of this universe. If your body loves you this deeply, why would you look down on yourself? Why would you let fear or self-doubt diminish you? The way to repay this love isn't just eating well, exercising, or caring for appearances. It runs deeper. Only when we understand the relationship between ourselves and the cosmos can we truly repay the devotion of our bodies. For me, learning to be a kind person, training both body and mind, is the best way to honor not only our health, but also our life. What about you? What do you think? If this story touched you, please subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments, and pass it along to a friend. Thank you so much for being here. See you in the next video.